She graduated 2019 from UAlbany, and she had everything nice to say about Albany Police Department. Like just
Good.
everything nice to say about them. So for what it's worth.
Well, consider the relationship that the two of them had last night. It's a there's doesn't seem like there's any drama or friction or
Nah, and it just
static between them.
speaks to his credibility and
Yep.
integrity. So it was good to see.
Yep. I'm not sure. Where did Karen go?
Karen's still on. I think she just muted.
Okay.
I'm here,
Oh,
and
okay. You know
Judy
what? I'm on the phone,
Troilo.
so yeah, Judy. I see Judy. Okay, I didn't see. All I
Judy,
saw
you
was
joined.
Hi, Wade. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Karen. Just wanted to
Hello.
I'm on vacation, so I'm home. I'm on a staycation, but I'm in my sweat, so I'm gonna be off camera.
no problem.
I'll say
Good
hello
for
for a
you.
minute. Hello for a minute. There you go. I took off because I know it was gonna be a rough week,
Yeah. And now it's gonna be pushed back to the weekend. It looks like.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow.
We're gonna know tomorrow.
I
Yeah,
hope so.
me too. And my dog's barking in the background, so I'm gonna mute as well.
No problem. And I hope I can keep you guys. My service stays continuous because I'm driving, so I might have some dead spots. Heading up to Brewster.
Okay. Where's she playing?
Some field in Brewster. I got the address and the thing. So it's like just north of Brewster.
Okay.
So it's a 5:30 start under the lights.
Nice. Got a nice evening for that. Nice weather.
Perfect. Okay, I guess we can start it, right? Does anybody else want to join?
I don't know if the chief was going to join. I don't know. He knew about it, but he's 100 miles per hour. We got a bunch of things going on, so.
I know you guys. I know everybody needs you guys on their committees and meetings, and then
Yeah,
you got your police stuff to do.
We still got to run the police department too.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I don't really have anything else to add.
I'll just keep letting people in if they come.
Sure.
If they come in.
Okay. I don't really have anything to add. I think I think we covered a lot of stuff in our last call with this subcommittee. I just wanted to see if anybody had anything they wanted to add after hearing the the public sessions.
Yeah.
Also, Wade, I think it might be great if we just highlighted what we discussed on our last meeting because we didn't record it, and I think Karen's recording this.
Okay. I don't have my notes, but I do remember we discussed as far as recruiting goes. Captain Spencer and Chief Caselli spoke about the recruiting process, the folks that are responsible for recruiting, and there are quite a few minority officers involved in that. They reach out to the churches, the community centers, and they pretty much do a huge campaign to recruit. So I didn't have any recommendations.
You want me to read your notes?
Sure, you got them. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I got them. I can read them for you. Let me just. All right. Qualifications, Recruitment, Retention Subcommittee meeting via Zoom on Monday, October 19, 2020. And these are your notes, Wade. You sent this to the entire subcommittee. It says, unfortunately, due to the lack of storage space on my computer, I was not able to record our Zoom meeting. I will ask to use the city Zoom account next time. Below are the takeaways I will discuss as the subcommittee chair at our next meeting. The first topic is recruitment of minority candidates. You have the first bullet point is continue with current recruiting efforts, but solicit more assistance from churches, community groups, schools, etc. The second bullet point is civil service preparation instruction, and you have two sub-bullet points. The first one is in and around the Winbrook Slater Center areas with aid from WCC or other academic training module. And then you have training for all civil service exams continuously as exams are being scheduled by the city. The second topic you have is recruiting more White Plains residents. The first bullet is test for White Plains residents only. Under that, you have civil service tests given every 4 years. But in between the 4-year exam, the opposite year in 2 years, give an exam for White Plains residents only. That was a recommendation. You also have test points for White Plains residents. Lobby the state to allow for additional points to be added to the test score for White Plains residents to increase their opportunities to become police officers. The next area you have is retention. You stated currently retention is not an issue. The second bullet point is many minority and female officers are being recruited to leave and join smaller municipal police agencies in the area for higher salaries and lighter workload. Hiring White Plains Police Department minority and female officers enables smaller municipalities to avoid paying for police academy training, new hires, and it helps satisfy their diversity goals. Then you said, please let me know if I missed anything. That's it.
Yeah, that sums it up.
I was actually shocked that you called this meeting, but I do realize you wanted to get feedback from the listening session, because I thought that meeting you had on October 19th was very thorough, and the committee members, thought it out, and it was comprehensive. So,
yeah, one thing I did, somebody mentioned to me over the last couple of weeks about the police list. They were asking, is it? I don't know, but is it possible? Like, we get this test every 4 years. I mentioned every other test be in White Plains only, but yep. Can one test have 2 lists, like a White Plains residency list and a general list? Is that doable, or is that allowed?
So I'm not as well versed with that process as the chief. I wish the chief was on, but I know that we're under a federal consent decree. Actually, we were under a federal consent decree. We're still following the consent decree for continuity, and they give us certain guidelines to go by. And I don't know if that's one of the parameters or outside of the parameters of the guidelines that they give us.
Anyway, we can check that.
I will ask the chief.
All right, perfect. I don't have anything else to add to it. I mean, as far as the listening sessions, but I didn't have nothing else came up that that I'm concerned about. I don't know if anybody else has anything.
I thought it was really interesting to see some of the written responses early on after our meeting, that they were very positive. And somebody was saying, that the White Plains Police Department does such a great job. They shouldn't suffer for what, other bad cops are doing in other areas in the country. I mean, unfortunately, I don't think that this person recognized that this is a mandate, and it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
It is.
I think we had some good ideas. I think the idea of approaching the state about extra points for local, people who test that are from the areas is really a great idea, and something they should consider doing with all, all the regions.
True, and
That's what I got.
Another thing I thought about. Yeah, and with that, I was oh man, I lost my train of thought. Oh, freak! I was gonna say something, and I said, let me wait till you finish, and then it skipped away. Oh, yeah. As far as retention, I think if a person is from White Plains, their heart is in White Plains, it's harder to pull that person out of White Plains. So if you went to White Plains High School, your whole life spent here, this is your town, you have ownership, and then if if Bedford police calls you, you're gonna say, listen, I'm good. This is my heart right here. I have no interest in going to Bedford. But when you hire a police officer who lives in Yorktown, and the county police calls them or Bedford police calls them, they may jump.
Yeah, they don't have any.
They may be here just for a salary.
That's right. That's right. There has been some deterrence for jobs to steal police officers, especially within the first 3 years. They have to pay a penalty to the hiring police department but as time goes on, like if you're in your second or third year, that penalty is prorated, so it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. But even in the beginning, let's just say we hired Wade Hardy, and 2 months from now, county police, stole him away. That penalty is nowhere near the amount of money it would cost the county to train that officer originally. So while it's a little deterrent, it's still, if they do a cost analysis, it's, stealing the cop is still the better bang for the buck. But you're right. The cop has ties to the community. They're less likely to go somewhere else.
Yep. All right. So that would be another point towards our our recommendations.
And what about incentives, Jen? Are there incentives, like are there educational opportunities? I mean, besides mandated trainings, if people wanted to learn in areas in, the areas of social work, let's say somebody wanted to take a course that is going to benefit them as an officer, does the police department kick in any percentage or?
So I'll give you an example. A few years back, we created an initiative to address addiction in the community. It was a community law enforcement addiction recovery initiative. Pretty much, we told the public, if you have a problem, if you're suffering with substance abuse, you can come in. We'll take your personal use drugs from you and destroy them, and we would get you help, right? And since I oversaw that initiative, myself and 2 detectives that worked for me had an opportunity to go to training in CASAC, which is a credentialed.
CASAC-T, yeah.
So I got my CASAC-T, and the department was the funder. The department sent me to get my CASAC-T to help with this initiative. So
that's great.
Things like that are being done throughout the department in different areas. Like
I think that's important to mention, Jimmy, in this, in the feedback.
Right. If we're developing an officer to be an emergency services unit officer, we'll send them to EMT school and then paramedic school. And that's something that not only that they're going to use here, but they can use on the outside of the department as well. So, different specialties call for increased training, and, the department has a commitment to fund that training because it's going to benefit the White Plains. But we'll note that, Judy.
Yeah, it's great.
Good. Okay. One other question I had, I don't know, Cap, if you can pull this up. I would just, along the same lines of retaining local residents. You gave me the list of the number of White Plains residents that live in White Plains that are police officers. The officers that left. Any idea? Can you find out if they were White Plains residents or not? If they were not, that helps.
Yeah. So remember we had this conversation. I don't know if we could. I would have to survey the entire department to see who at one point lived in White Plains. But
No. And I mean the people that left. Like when they left. Where were they living?
Okay. Yeah, I'll look at that because that's a smaller list. We could say who. And off the top of my head, I don't know that there's any that from White Plains that actually left. But I'll take a look at it.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that would definitely help with that argument. So. Okay. Well, I don't have anything else. I don't know if anybody else does.
I think that the Reverend joined us.
Oh,
so
hey, Rev, how you doing?
Might not be able to see him, Wade. Wade's driving, Rev.
Well, I'm riding. I'm not driving. I'm riding. I see him. I do see him.
You're riding. Yeah. Okay.
Hello. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm doing budget. So anybody doing budget, y'all know what I'm doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Loan me $5.
I'm doing the budget. I'm trying to get my money back. Okay.
I hear you.
Okay. So we're talking about training and recruitment and stuff like that, correct?
Well, no, not training. This is recruitment, retention, and qualifications. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I don't know if you saw the email that I sent out last week, pretty much covering the first meeting, and this meeting was just to follow up on anything that comes up from the open sessions. See if anybody picked up anything, had any concerns after hearing the 3 open sessions and the emails that came in.
Okay. Cool. All right. I'm
Yeah,
good.
so I think that's it, Wade.
Yeah.
So
Reverend Charles, if I don't know if you didn't see the email, we'll send it back to you. If you have any questions or anything, you could follow up with an email, and I guess we could just, do the email chain. But I think we're pretty much set for what we're going to present tomorrow at noon.
okay, no problem.
Thank you.
All right. All right, guys, listen, enjoy the rest of your evenings, and thanks a lot for putting in the work.
Wade, tell baby girl good luck tonight.
I will.
Yeah.
Your Captain Spencer said good luck. Everybody says good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
All right.
All right, guys.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Take
You're
care.
welcome. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right, be safe. Bye-bye.